Hey guys, let me ask you a question. Do you struggle to market your services consistently? Maybe you made an Instagram marketing plan, stuck with it for a couple of weeks, and then you just kind of gave up because you weren't seeing immediate results. Maybe you had a YouTube channel for all of 1 month because you thought, well, no one's watching, so what is the point? Or maybe you are the type of person who tries a whole bunch of marketing strategies, like throwing spaghetti at the wall to see what sticks. And of course, this results in you spreading yourself thin, so you don't really stick consistently with any of it. Can you relate to any of that? If so, stick around to the end of this episode because I'm going to be sharing how to create a marketing plan you can consistently stick to. Before I jump in though, if you're watching this video on YouTube, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos. And if you're listening to this as a podcast episode, also subscribe because you don't want to miss any of the future eps. So let's dive in. I'm going to be frank with you right now. Inconsistent marketing is keeping you broke. Show me just one successful online business owner you look up to who isn't consistent the majority of the time with their marketing. You just can't. That's because they know what you may not have realized until right now. You can't expect consistent clients if you're not marketing consistently. It's like going to the gym. And I know I've said this time and time again, but it's honestly the best example I can think of. It's like going to the gym for the month of January, then not going for the next few months and expecting to have a six-pack in time for your summer holiday. It's just not going to happen because the result takes consistent effort and you were not consistent. Being consistent with your marketing may have felt overwhelming until now, but it doesn't have to be. You can simplify your marketing and make sure that you are making more money by doing less of the time-wasting stuff and more of the stuff that actually works. But you may be thinking, well, Nisha, what actually works? Like, just tell me what works. And I will later on in this episode, so stick with me. There are two ways to identify marketing strategies that work and the ones that are wasting your time. Number one, before you can create a marketing plan, analyze where your clients have come from in the past. If the majority of your clients found you through referrals, great. You know now that word of mouth marketing works for you. And maybe you could double down by creating a referral program that rewards your clients for sending others your way. If a lot of clients found you through Instagram, for instance, you know that's where the money is, and hence you know that's worth your time and effort. So look for the top 3 sources of your clients. This is a great clue as to where your marketing efforts should go. Forget about joining a brand new social media platform like Clubhouse and just focus on the platforms that are already working for you, because this is a great place to start if you want to create a marketing plan that actually works. Now, number 2, my second point here is to identify what isn't working and drop it. If there's a certain marketing strategy that you've been trying that didn't make it into your top 3 to 5 sources of clients, then part ways with it for now because it's just wasting your time. For instance, let's say that you're on LinkedIn, but you check where your clients have found you lately. Let's say like you've checked where they found you within the last 6 months, and LinkedIn was never mentioned. It's a waste of time if you continue posting there because you could invest the time that you post on LinkedIn to posting onto Instagram, for instance, if that's already working for you. And by putting that effort into a place that works, you're then going to be generating more clients more easily and using your time on something that's actually worthwhile. Number 3, don't reinvent the wheel. You don't have to try a whole bunch of marketing strategies and go through a load of trial and error to figure out a consistent marketing plan that will actually work for you. because there are thousands of entrepreneurs out there like myself who've already created successful marketing strategies, and they teach that to you. Success leaves clues. So see what your favorite business owners have done with their business strategies, with their marketing, and see if that is something that you would like to do as well. In episode 46, I went through the top 7, I think it was, marketing mindsets and strategies that have helped me to grow my six-figure business. So you can see a very in-depth breakdown of my marketing in that episode. But for a quick run through, here are some of the things that have always worked for me, regardless of whether it's a service or a product, like a course, that I'm selling. The first thing that's always worked for me is adopting a selling is serving kind of mindset, instead of the mindset of selling is salesy. If you fear selling, good luck trying to sell anything to anyone. The second thing that worked for me is choosing a niche in my first few years, especially if you're making, I would say, under 5K a month. You can quickly establish yourself as an expert in a certain area if you choose a niche. The next few things that have really worked for me are things like video marketing, Instagram marketing, and of course, email marketing. Now, on to point number 4, be realistic with your marketing calendar. Consistent marketing doesn't mean that you have to be on the ball all the time without let up. Consistent marketing simply means that you show up more often than not. Posting daily on Instagram will for sure help you to grow your account faster and get in front of more potential clients more often. But if it's unsustainable for you, don't pressure yourself to schedule posts for every day of the week. Perhaps try, 3 to 4 times a week. If there's anything that I've learned about consistent marketing over the years, it's that if I set unrealistic marketing goals, especially when it comes to how often I post on places like Instagram, I won't last very long and I'll just stop posting. Plus, I'll then feel like a failure because I couldn't keep up with the marketing plan. I hate to keep using fitness as an example, but this is often why you'll see so many people in the gym every day in January, and then half of them are gone in March time or February even, because working out daily was unsustainable for those people as much as they wanted to do it. So what happens? They just stop going to the gym for months. Whereas when someone sets a more realistic goal for something like going to the gym and they decide to themselves, you know what? I'm not going to go from 0 to 100. I am going to pace myself and give myself a sustainable routine, like going to the gym 2 to 3 times a week. That's something that they can more sustainably keep up, so they do keep it up. The moral of the story is create a marketing plan that is sustainable for you and your ideal lifestyle. Obviously, higher quantity and quality content will help you grow faster, but it isn't worth it if you're going to burn out because your schedule is already hectic. Now, I am curious, you guys, how often you post on social media platforms like Instagram. So comment below if you're watching this as a video on YouTube and let me know the number of times you post to Instagram every week. Now, moving on to point number 5, automate as much of your marketing as you can. Don't make marketing any harder than it has to be. With certain marketing methods like email marketing, you can automate a lot of it by creating automated funnels that send weekly emails to your new subscribers without you having to lift a finger. I know I've mentioned this before, but I have an email funnel that's about 6 months long, although I'm adding more emails to it soon to make it a whole year long. And every new subscriber who opts into my mailing list for a freebie on a specific topic is added to this funnel because it's about the same topic. So then they receive an email every single day for 6 months to a year, depending on how long my funnel is, on the topic that they have opted in about and shown their interest in. and I provide them with lots of free value and occasionally also promote my course in that funnel as well. This is helpful not just for product-based businesses who sell digital products like courses and ebooks and stuff, but it's also really helpful for service-based business owners as well. I've had email funnels like this my entire business for the entire time that I've been selling a service or a product online. In fact, I had a funnel like this when I was selling web and graphic design, and it worked wonders. So on to step number 6, which is to batch your marketing. Rather than rush to create your content the same day that it goes out, try batching weeks of your content in one sitting. The goal is to create a whole set of content in one go. Now, it can feel like a lot to do. And if you're creating long form content like this, for instance, like videos like this, then be warned, you're going to have to drink a lot of water on this day because your throat will get a little bit sore. But it's really helpful because it stops you or stops your brain from having to switch from task to task. Instead, you're just focusing on one task, like creating blog posts, for instance, or creating Instagram posts. Instead of switching between writing an Instagram post, doing client work, then answering emails, focusing on more than one thing actually decreases your productivity by 40%, according to the Harvard Business Review. So when you batch things, you get them done faster because your brain doesn't have to keep switching gears and switching focus. It also means all of your marketing content flows better because you're creating content that leads on from the last piece, because you're creating it all in one sitting. I have personally tried creating a piece of content once a week versus batching it once a month. And I definitely prefer batching once a month. I batch a whole bunch of Instagram reels, for example, in one go. That way, I don't have to do my hair and my makeup more than this one go. I don't have to do it every single week because I do weekly reels. And I don't have to motivate myself to create the reels every week. I don't have to set up my phone on my tripod. I don't have to think up ideas every week or on the same day that I'm posting. And then for the next month, I don't have to think about my reels at all. All I have to do is post them and reply to comments on them. And I can focus on other things in my business. Batching makes staying consistent with your marketing a whole lot easier because the only part that you have to stay consistent with is the once a month batch days. Once all of your marketing content is created, you just schedule it and you're good to go. Consistent posts for the whole month while you focus on other things like your client work. So let's do a quick recap. How to create a marketing plan you can consistently stick to. The first step would be, before you can create a marketing plan, analyze where your clients have come from in the past. Next, identify what isn't working and stop doing it. Next, don't reinvent the wheel. The fourth step is be realistic with your marketing calendar. The fifth step is to automate as much of your marketing as you can. And the sixth step is to batch your marketing. So that is it from me today. I hope you enjoyed this. And if you did, remember to give this video, if you're watching this on YouTube, a thumbs up so that more people can find this who may need this. I'll speak to you next week.